And whatever you say to me, I promise you, I'm not going to use it against you. I'm not going to use it against you. What scares me the most is
not being loved.
Showbiz Tonight continues our countdown of today's top 5 jaw droppers. At number 2, Iyanla Vanzant's jaw-dropping new interview with reality TV star Evelyn Lozadaâs, who opened up for the very first time about her sudden split from newlywed husband, football star Chad Johnson. Well, Chad is now facing an assault charge after an argument with Evelyn got physical. The Basketball Wives star just sat down with life coach Iyanla Vanzant in that all-new interview without Chad, who himself has just filed the divorce papers after weeks of fighting to win Lozada back. Now, Evelyn opened up to Iyanla about her own violent past and the controversy over whether her history of clashes may have actually somehow played into her own domestic violence dispute. I'm so delighted to have with me in New York best-selling author, self-empowerment coach Iyanla Vanzant. Iyanla's all-new television series is called Iyanla Fix My Life. It is set to kick off tomorrow night with a special 2-night premiere on the OWN network. So great having you here, Iyanla.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm terrific, and I love the mantra on your show. It is simple. It's fix my life.
Yeah.
And I think that just says it plainly. You reached out to Evelyn to help her fix her life even before the domestic dispute claims came up. And this was at a time when she was boasting about being a changed woman. She was a newlywed. She was launching a new reality show. It was a time when everything really seemed to be right with her. Why did you feel then that she needed the help of a life coach?
Well, actually, she reached out to us. We didn't reach out to her. And it was in response to a tweet that Star Jones put out in the universe to boycott Basketball Wives because of the way women of color were being represented by all of the cast members. Well, Evelyn saw that. Evelyn also heard her stepchildren, Chad's daughters, imitating her and her behavior, and she said, wait a minute, this is not good. So what a difference a day makes.
Yeah, certainly. And it's interesting because she used to be very defensive of her behavior on that show, and when Evelyn claimed that Chad had abused her, that incident sparked this firestorm on social media because people were saying, hey, she always appears to be the instigator of violent clashes on her reality show. Why is this any different? Let's watch what she told you about the fallout.
Did you ever raise your hand to him?
Never raised a finger.
Did you ever raise your hand to him?
Never. Not
Is
one
that the
time.
truth?
That is the truth.
Okay.
And I think that's what hurts me the most.
What?
That people associate me on Basketball Wives with this situation and make it and just that justifies his actions.
Well, this is what you have to get. I don't care about people. I care about you. What you have to get is that behavior, my beloved. Open the door as an invitation for this kind of energy to be in your life.
Now, to be clear, Iyanla, you and I, I'm sure both agree, there's never any excuse or justification ever for a man hitting a woman. But it almost sounds there as if you're telling Evelyn to accept some of the responsibility for what happened with Chad that night because of her violent history. Do I have that right?
Well, not just accept responsibility for what happened that night, but like many, many women in relationships that are not satisfying, accept responsibility for how you got into this relationship. And that's what Iyanla Fix My Life is about. We don't have victims. We don't have martyrs. We're saying to people, look, anything in your life is there by energetic invitation. So if it's there and if you don't want it there, then you have to take responsibility for getting rid of it, whether it's Evelyn Lozadaâs or whether it's the wife in Nebraska who wants to come back after leaving her family, or the 6 women in Chicago who are trying to build a business together. Take responsibility to create what it is you say you want in your life.
What advice would you give to Chad at this point? Because at first he was really fighting the split, and now he seems to be on board.
Well, not advice at all. I do not give advice. Look, I've been married 3 times, twice to the same man. Advice is not high on my list.
Right.
What I would say to anybody is, do you want to be better? Are you willing to take responsibility for your life?
Yeah.
And do you want support, help, assistance?
Great. Great message there. And we'll leave it right there. Iyanla Vanzant, so great to have you here.
Thank you.